Hello everybody. Today I wanted to talk about how humans often struggle to comprehend the enormity of dying. And I wanted to explain to you how I explained it to my daughter, because her dog died and she was very sad, and it was the first experience she'd ever had of death. And I know that many of you have experienced death in recent weeks, months and years. And so I thought I'd share with you the little story that I wrote for my daughter so she could understand the notion of death a little bit better and make peace with the process, so it didn't affect her in the way that it affected me as a child growing up, because I had great confusion, a love-hate relationship with death, and I never really understood the enormity of it. So I'd just like to read you what I wrote to Mila, my daughter. It's called Letter from a Star. Dear Mila, you may or may not remember me from the time we danced together in the stars. That was a time when your star twinkled so brightly in the night sky that I knew it was your moment to go down to earth, to be born as a baby, and to start your life as a human being. On that occasion, it was you who thanked me for the opportunity for your stardust to transcend into a human suit so you could start a new life on Earth with your beautiful family. Today, it's my turn to return the compliment and to thank you for one of the greatest gifts a star could ever hope to receive. Tosca, your dog. You see, Tosca has finished her work on Earth, and today she returned home to me and asked to be transformed back into stardust so she could once again watch over you in the night sky, just like you used to for your family before you came to Earth. I want you to know that there is a part of Tosca that would have loved to have danced on Earth for longer with you by her side. She loved spending time with you on walks, cuddling up to you on sleepy days, and playing with you like you always used to, so brilliantly and so effortlessly together. But the truth is, Tosca had done all her work that I'd asked her to do for me on Earth. She helped you to discover love and friendship. She helped everyone around her to smile and to find fun in their hearts, and to learn that no matter who or what we are, that everybody's life is precious, and that no animal or human being is any more important than any other living soul. We're all simply grains of stardust sculpted together in a different shaped suit or a different form. Sadly, in our human and animal suits, the hardest thing we have to learn in life is that our physical bodies do not last forever. And the truth is that in her final days, Tosca's body was starting to get tired. And when I looked down at her from the stars, I knew it was time to take away any pain that she was feeling and bring her back to her most ancient home in the stars. You see, the moment we become stardust is the moment that all our pain disappears. Now you'll be glad to know that she arrived here safely and pain-free, with her nose glinting just the way it used to on Earth, her tail wagging, and with her smile beaming from ear to ear. You know, the first thing she said to me was, "Thank you. Thank you for letting her to be part of your life, to be part of your family." She said she was so proud of you for treating her so well. You were like a best friend and a loving relative all rolled into one. And although she seems very happy to be here, she also told me she had the most incredible adventure with you on Earth, and with your family and all the people who loved her, and that she will live on in all of your hearts. And she also said that she'll watch over you every day, and that if you ever want to talk to her, well, she'll be listening. Even if she cannot reply with a bark or a cuddle or a paw on the leg like she used to do. I know it feels a bit strange not to have Tosca around you each day. I imagine you miss tripping over her around the house, saying her name and taking her out for walks. You probably even miss her smell and her barking, and when she tried to eat all of your food. Well, I just want you to know that it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel sad that Tosca is no longer with you. Maybe you feel a bit angry with me for taking her away and asking her to return to the stars so suddenly without a proper goodbye. And that's perfectly okay. I'm sorry that this has hurt you. I thought it was better to take Tosca's pain away, and I did not take her away from you deliberately to hurt you. Death is the hardest part of being a human being. It's the hardest challenge in all our lives. And Tosca told me the best thing you can do right now is celebrate her life. She'd love to hear you talking about her just like you used to, because her star will shine so brightly. And your love for her will always live on inside your heart. She doesn't want you to forget those incredible memories you have of being together with her. In fact, she'd love for you or your family to carry a photo of her around, or to make a photo album, or write her story or a poem. Maybe you could draw a picture of her, or make a painting about what she meant to you, and the love that she ignited within your heart. You see, this will make her feel closer to you each night when she watches over you. So if you need to cry, please cry. If you need to be angry, please be angry. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And if you want to shout at me, please feel free. Because when somebody close to us dies, we experience a feeling deep inside us called grief, which makes our heart feel very heavy because of the sadness of them not being there anymore, and because we miss the huge part they played in our lives. Grief is what you're experiencing right now, and it has many stages, but ultimately it can feel like an empty space in our hearts, a missing piece from our jigsaw. The only way we can fill that empty space is by not allowing it to be filled again with something else, by not pushing it away or searching for it in the form that we used to know it. We need to make sure that we not only remember all the good times we had with them, but also by celebrating the love we will always have for them moving forwards. Because soon that empty space will fill once again with love. And it will be the same love you had for Tosca. And love is the eternal dance. And it's not a piece of history. And that love will never disappear. Even science will tell you that energy can never disappear. It simply changes form. So make sure that you remember Tosca's most favourite thing in the world, and live it out like Tosca's there with you, and shout out her name. When you do that, you'll feel shivers of joy cascading down your back, and the tears may flow too, but please embrace them. They'll liberate you, and they will feel like healing tears, almost magical. That's the best way of filling the empty space, by touching the magic they brought to our lives. Dance with them, and the heaviness in our hearts slowly starts to lighten. They may no longer be in their earth suit, but now they're free to shine in the heavens, in their new suit, a space suit, a star. And if you're wondering where that whole galaxy of stars disappear to in the morning sky, well, imagine looking in a lake on a perfectly still day, and you'll see the whole sky and the mountains reflected in that lake. And the same applies to the night sky in your heart. For when it is day, all the stars are born in our hearts. And Tosca is there too. Mila, there will be good days and hard days when you wonder why they had to leave you, when you ponder why you now have to continue this journey without them by your side. And there will be moments when you have forgotten just for a tiny split second that they're gone. And then suddenly you remember. Oh, you miss them so much. It almost physically hurts. But there'll also be mornings when you wake up, having seen them in your dreams in the night, and it will be as if they're still with you, walking by your side, or like an angel on your shoulder. And do you know why that is? Because they are. So for now, let that grief find expression. Keep them close to your heart, and don't block out the pain. Because behind that sadness is a beautiful gift of a memory, and an infinite well of love. And even if it does not feel like they're still with you on this journey, they are. Oh yes, they are. They're just simply in a different form to the one that you knew them. When I was a human, my mum used to say to me when people died that they simply moved to the room next door. And as I got older, I realized that the room next door, well, that's actually a place in your heart. And the beauty about realizing that they are still in our heart is that in that special place, there is no pain for them. It's a place where their soul can be free. And like the sweetest song, like the most beautiful music, their song can play over and over again whenever you need it to. So tonight, when you get ready for bed, look up at that sky and wave to Tosca and blow her a kiss and ask her to come and join you in your dreams, to come and dance in your heart. And if you're lucky, you may see a star twinkle back at you. And that will be Tosca's star. And when you see it, you'll feel a beautiful warm feeling deep in your heart. Yours in love, the star watching over you.